Oscar. Thank you so much for coming to the Founder Talk. How's it going?
Doing well. A bit busy these days with the investment round, but good enough.
The business is good. I think we have Web Summit close to come, so I'm going to go there as well. But in fundraising, it's a tough job, and it's a
Yeah.
second job for funders. You need to
At
keep
the
going.
at this point, it's almost my first job. Let's say.
Yeah, yeah, no. In the morning to start, there's nothing to do. So let's give an introduction to yourself, and after we go straight to Lodgerin.
All right, perfect. Well, I'm Oscar Rubio. I'm CEO and founder of Lodgerin, the first marketplace in midterm rental accommodation with software management for housing owners. My experience started like 10 years ago in entrepreneurship when I established several companies for expatriates, international students, and managing houses in the rental market. And after several years, I come to here to Lodgerin project. As I said, Lodgerin is the first midterm rental marketplace with software for housing owners. Our project started in 2019 after we realized, after several experiences, that the housing owners are coming to several problems or issues in their managing processes. The rental market, the midterm rental market is a bit saturated with platforms and providers, real estate agents, etc. So housing owners are using at least 5 platforms to commercialize their housing products. They need to achieve the correct tenant, and not always is possible using these platforms. And they have an overcost of 35% in the operational process due to the lack of experience in managing houses in this market, or lack of digitalization as well. The solution it's Lodgerin, of course. We consolidate the whole services that a housing owner can need for managing and commercialize their product in just one platform. With this, we save up to 8 hours of operational people a day, having better user experience, not just for the tenant side, if not for the owner side as well. The market size has been increasing since the last 3 years. After COVID, it was like a boom. And last year, we experimented 160% of growing in the market, having more than 38 million operations in the mid-term rental market. What it means, like billions of dollars in the market yearly. Why now? Because in the next, or the expectation for the next 3 years, is that at least 90% of the housing owners are going to be using technology for managing their rentals. Aside that, the growing in mobility is expecting in 185% more than the last year. Our differential factor, or why we are here in this market, it's not just because our experience or our technology. Aside, we have a demand generating process that provide us recurrency in the tenants and quality tenants, which for housing owners it's quite nice. We are not just operating in 3 countries into the European Union. If not, we are positioned in markets like the US or Latin American countries, where we generate this demand for the housing owners. Aside, of course, our product, who saves to the housing owners up to 35% of the cost. We monetize by 2 business models: B2C and B2B, one in subscription and one in one-time fee. Our traction has been increasing during the last years, and this year we have achieved 60% more incomes than the whole last year. We get here thanks to our team. We have 8 members with 3 leaders, CTO and COO, who are in the project since the beginning. Our expectations for the next 3 years is to be growing per 2. This year, we already achieved 80% of our goals with our own financials. and we are looking for 400,000 invest in a valuation of 2.2 million for increasing the product team and expand the business in the US market more deeply. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oscar. Let's start with users. Who are them?
Well, we have as a marketplace, we have two users, the tenant and the housing owner. We consider our client the housing owner, but in order to develop the technology and provide the service into our technology, we need the tenant as well. So we have two users, tenant and housing owner.
So the owners they come to your platform, they list your platform, and
Mhm.
they manage rental. But when you talk about managing, what exactly they can do on the platform?
We provide three services into our platform with our technology: the listing, which is just commercialization of the housing; the onboarding, which includes commercialization of the housing and tenant verification with the ID system, the digital signature on the rental agreement, and the check-in and check-out online of the housing. And then we have the full manage, which includes the two services I just spoke about, plus the rental payments through the platform. So with the full manage, housing owner can manage entirely their housing in the midterm rental market.
Do they manage utilities, for example, as well?
No, utilities usually are included in the price. As we are in the midterm rental market, the average time of stays is like 5 months. So usually the price includes all the supplies and everything into the price. So they are not managing the supplies into the platform.
You do something, although they are moving as well, you do something the it's proxy to Airbnb in terms of length. People they come to your platform, they rent the apartment or flat or house, whatever it is, on your platform for a short stay, no more than few months.
It will say midterm. Airbnb is more focused from 1 day to 30 nights, and we are from 1 month to 12 months. So we
Okay.
are more specialized in international students, for example, young professionals or digital nomads that stays in countries for 4 or 5 months, or leaders of projects who are coming for a consulting 3 months project or something like that.
Okay. But in terms of as I'm coming to list on your platform, I suppose you have enough traffic to bring me also who is coming to rent.
Of course, I mean, at this point, we are having more than 60,000 visitors to our website yearly. They are coming for several sources. Mainly, we have agreements in a B2B to C model with institutions that could be international universities, multinationals, recruitment companies, etc., who provide us that tenant user in a recurrent way. As we have that agreements with them, they provide us the tenant source yearly, right? And another way, we have other sources, of course, affiliates, SEO, marketing, etc., that we get that those international tenants.
Do you have anyone who verify the apartments before
Yeah,
renting?
Yeah, we are focusing on housing owners who at least have 60 units on. I mean, we try to provide the service to professional housing owners who have not expertise or digital services in the process. So basically, what we do when we get a new apartment, it's the people who is taking the media, I mean, pictures, videos, etc., are in charge to verify the housing. So with that way, we can verify that the housing that we are uploading in the marketplace, it's according the reality.
Which means if I have only one house, I can come to you. I need to have more flats, apartments, more
It
units.
no, it means that we are not going to make any effort in acquire you as a customer. If you get to our website and upload your housing at the same way, we are going to send you the photographer to make the same process. But at the end, in our way to focusing in customers, we are more in a B2B model. So we focus more in professional housing owners. Doesn't mean that we are not going to provide you the technology in case you upload the house, but we are not going to make any effort in getting you.
Let's cover a bit more the business model. How does it work?
Mhm. Well, we have, as I said, we have two sides, demand and offer. So basically, we mix the B2C model with the B2B model. The B2C, it's when we make a reservation, we get from the tenant side the one-time fee or the reservation fee, which in average could be around 200, 250 euros per reservation. And then in the B2B model, we charge in subscription way to the housing owners who are getting our services in the platform. The subscription way it's monthly during the whole time that the rental agreement it's gone.
In terms of fundraising, this it is your first round or you've done already previous round?
Yeah, well, we make a pre-seed round, but it was not something that we look for. I mean, it was angels who find the project really interesting and come to us and invest in the company in the pre-seed round. I could say that this seed round is like the professional one we are opening. Is the first one that we are looking for professional investors and VCs providing the information like in the investment round process professionally talking about.
But your cap table today is done by you, your co-founders, or do you have
Y-
already
y-
some
y-
angels and
Yeah,
friend of family?
it's me and the business angels at this point. I don't have co-founders. I'm only founder. I'm in 61% of the equity of the company, and the business angels have 39% of this equity.
Okay. Let's talk about your scaling strategy.
Mhm. Well, at this point, our first stage in expand, it's after we have get the product market fit, we have traction, and that traction has been increasing during the years. Our first stage in expanding the business will be opening a subsidiary office in the US when we have already 70 agreements with institutions, and we want to go deeply into that market because we check that our service for the international tenants it's nice or it's worthy for them. And then as soon as we have been expanding more there, at the same moment, at the same point, we will be expanding operations in the countries where we are now, which is Spain, Portugal, and Italy. How we are going to get there? Increasing the team members into the business development team and creating relations in a B2B way. I mean, generating more offer through events, through conferences, through direct meetings, etc.
You are based in Spain. Is today Spain your main market?
Well, we are having in Spain like 60% of operations at this point. We are having 30% in Italy and 10% in Portugal. We are based in Spain, but as a technological company, doesn't matter where we are located because, as I said, we are getting demand from US and Latin American countries, and we are operating in Italy and Portugal. The main thing here is the technology who allow us to escalate the service worldwide. I mean, we have no limits. Our offices are in Madrid, but we are operating in Barcelona, Valencia, Seville, Florence, Milan, Rome. Doesn't matter the location. The most important thing is the regulation.
So, what investors you are looking for?
Well, at this point, we are not just, I mean, we don't need the money to survive. Our company is already healthy. We have positive business economics and results. We need the money to grow. And the growing, as far as I understand or I'm on my experience, is not just about money. We need professional investors who join us. Doesn't matter if they are business angels or venture capitals, but we are looking for people who provide us a international scope of how to grow in the next stage. I mean, we have a 24 months business project, and after that, we are going to go for the next round. So we are looking for investors and vendors who can help us in that next stage as well. Not just with follow up, if not opening doors for next investors in the next round.
Not only money, but smart money and connections, of course.
Exactly, exactly.
It's very important in very early stage having a good cap table
Mm.
where you don't only get the money, you get the knowledge and the connections.
I
And normally,
I realize, Max, that the money is something I can do myself. It's not just about money. It's about, as you said, strategic connections and people who has international experience and can open my mind in terms of developing the strategy and the goals and etc.
in terms of technology, you own me. You had the tech inside or you are outsourcing.
No, we have a product team. At this point, is small because we are a small company. We have a CTO and a product designer, and in our plans, as soon as we get the investment round, is to increase 20 or the 20% of the investment round will be dedicated to increase the product team. So basically, we will be looking for a full stack and backend specialist for the company as soon as we close the investment round now.
If I give you 20 seconds of your best elevator pitch, what would you like to say to investors?
Well, we are not IA, we are not SaaS. I know the prop tech market and the marketplaces can be a bit saturated according to your experience, but I can tell you this. We are an experienced team who have developed a product based in experience, who has a product market fit, and we are positive EBITDA. I think in the startup world, it's super difficult to get this. We have passed through COVID and difficult situations, and we are still here. So if you want to have a good invest in Lodgerin.
Oscar, thank you so much. It's correct. It's so rare to see startup at the very beginning already creating positive cash flow. But of course, you already know that the day we decide to grow is the day we are going to make a few losses before
Yeah,
take
yeah, yeah,
again to break even.
yeah.
But thank you so much, Oscar. Really, thank you so much for coming to the Founder Talk, and I hope in equity match, and for sure we will. You can get me. We will do our best to, let's say, to post you and to get the investors interested in your startup, and I'm sure you will get the money you need. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Max. You are helping a lot to startups like us. Thank you.
Pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you.